Why did you become a lawyer?
Well, I became a lawyer. Before I go into that, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you for wanting to speak with me and coming all the way from Ghana to speak with me. We're very grateful and we're happy to have met you and to speak with you as well.
Thank you.
So yes, why did I choose to do law? My big brother will have to be held responsible for this.
Okay.
Jabano Nar is my big brother, and he was like, you know what, when I was little, he was like, I know you love to talk, trying to talk to everyone. In school, you're always talking. And so we need to get you into a profession where you can talk to people, interact with people, and help people solve their problems. Right. And so he booked a session for me to go speak to a counselor.
Oh.
My big brother is well educated, and he thought that was the best route for me.
Okay.
So I went as a young lady in University of Ghana, spoke to the counselor. We had 3 different professions, and eventually the counselor helped me choose law.
Really?
And said I would excel very well in law.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, then I have to go to law school. The requirements, the length. My family was there to support me, and then I chose law, and I never, ever regret it.
You don't regret it?
Yes.
Because usually, you know, in the Ghanaian home, there is a list of occupations that you must pick, and law is one of them. So I'm sure that your family are very, very happy that you did law.
Yes, they're happy and proud that I've been able to sail through to this stage.
Yeah.
But they know that I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
Because when I was little, I was talking to everyone, finding out why things were the way they were, and trying to question people. And my dad would be like, don't talk here. Let's go where we're going. Don't talk here. Make sure. And so I just love to interact with people and hear people's stories. And they can speak for themselves. Then why can't I speak for you?
Them.
Because I love to do this.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So you did law in Ghana. So you've been called to the bar.
That's correct.
And
in
then
2014.
In 2014, and then you came to the US to do your law here.
That's correct.
How was that transition from being in Ghana, you know, in the sunshine? I know you know, there's good weather here too, but different. It's kind of different when you transition, right?
That's true.
How was that for you?
Well, when I was called to the bar in Ghana, I did a little bit of legal practice in Ghana.
Okay.
And then I found a very handsome gentleman. And he lived in the US.
Okay.
And so he wanted us to have life in the US. And so the option was, I can go to law school, graduate, be called to the bar in Ghana, and go do a different job elsewhere.
Of course.
I cannot survive without law.
Wow.
Law is like my bloodline, in my bloodline.
Okay.
And so the only option was to do law. And then he was like, okay, if the only option for you to marry me and come over to the US is to do law, I'll get you a school.
Wow.
And so he got me admission into Southern Methodist University Dedman School of Law in Dallas.
Okay.
And we started the journey.
Wow. And then, you know, when you were in Ghana, so I don't know about law, right?
Yes.
But when because I'm a pediatric nurse, so I know that when I was going to nursing, I picked a particular subject or particular role that I wanted to. So I love children, so I wanted to do pediatric. So when you were doing law, did you pick immigration at that time, or did you do corporate law? What was the law that you studied? Or do you do general law? What?
So in the US, I did my LLM, which is the Master's in Law.
Okay.
And I graduated with International Comparative Law.
Okay.
And so basically I was learning more about comparative studies and in-depth about US law. You basically get to choose some elective subjects, not all. But then what caught my attention to immigration was my practice. I studied immigration all right, because you have to write it in the bar exam.
Okay.
The bar exam is actually a 3-day exam. You go in the morning.
3 days.
Yes, 3 days of writing exams continuously.
My goodness.
So in 2016, you go in the morning, write the exam the whole day, close up, come home, next morning, go, write exam whole day,
goodness.
Third day, go. Third day is about almost a half day, and write exam. Just 3 days continue, different subjects, wide variety of questions. And then, and then I sailed through with a thanks to God. And then I started practicing.
Okay.
I worked with a couple of technology firms, Trintech in Dallas, Richardson, I guess. And then I worked with an immigration attorney.
Okay.
He's called Olu Ashekum. He's in Arlington. He's a great mentor. He helped me learn and he groomed me. He made me do all kinds of cases, and that sharpened me up. And so I fell in love with immigration law. I also do family law, and then I fell in love with family law too, because immigration and family, they almost work together.
Right.
And so most of the time, families coming, there's adoption, there's child custody issues, that's family law. But these families also have to get their permanent residency. And so instead of getting two different attorneys, you just have one. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And so I fell in love with it. I excelled with it. I got many cases approved. And then I realized this is my niche area.
Right.
And this is what I had to concentrate to do. And I have developed in this area, sharpened my skills. And now I'm proud at what I do, and I know I'm good at what I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.